Minister, you're very welcome, and I'll also forgo the formalities for the sake of time. I sat on the Policy Committee on Tourism in South Dublin County Council, and I suppose I'm amazed at just how much tourism can bring in investment and in employment in an area, and the potential that it is. And I think that I want to congratulate you on thus far. The package that has been put together in the July stimulus and others has been extraordinary and is great and is very much welcomed. So I won't go into the details of those. One of the things that you spoke about was the Tourism Task Force. And can I ask you, Minister, to exert your influence in obliging the task force to look at packages, smaller packages of tourist offerings that have been heretofore maybe not put together, or in the alternative that the local authorities would be equipped with additional funds for the promotion of particular tourist offerings, and that we look at those as a means. And by way of doing that, I'd just like to say, in my own constituency of Dublin South Central, for instance, there's a wealth of historic sites spanning several centuries. The repackaging and presenting, we've seen the history of, or the experience of the likes of the Hidden Heartlands, that has been spoken about by my colleague, that those tourist offerings, they heighten awareness, they raise a potential, a very positive reputation about an area, and create stories and increase in capital investment and employment. Dublin South Central holds at its heart a unique history and heritage for any tourist from inside or outside the Pale. Indeed, the remnants of the Pale itself are within the constituency. You can ramble through the Liberties, one of Dublin's most historic neighbourhoods, associated with the River Poddle, market traders and local family-owned businesses, including the Ivy markets that are yet to be further developed. The area is home to Guinness Brewery, whisky distillers of James Street, and the historic textile industries, including Weavers Hall, that is there and standing. You can come to St John's Lane Church and view the 12 statues in the tower niches, the work of sculptor James Pearce, who is the father of Patrick and William Pearce. Visit St Catherine's Church in Thomas Street, the site of the execution of Robert Emmet, and remember that our country has taken its place amongst the nations of the world. You can visit St James's Church, the historic start of the Camino de Santiago. You can ramble to Kilmainham and take in the Royal Hospital, the Museum of Modern Art and its beautiful grounds, and wander to the War Memorial Gardens and Kilmainham Goal, or indeed visit Richmond Barracks in Inchicore, or Drimna Castle, the only remaining castle with a flooded moat in Ireland. There is a wealth of a package of a tourism offering in Dublin South Central, and I'm asking you, Minister, to consider looking at this as part of the Tourism Task Force, or else that the local authorities are equipped to put these smaller offerings, and especially in urban settings where you can have more life within the urban setting and more business and businesses and employment. Thank you.
Senator